Hi, Bill from CJ Pony
valve
Parts. How did Scotch Rate get started?
Hey, I'm Sean from CJ Pony Parts, and we're here in New York for the 2014 International Auto Show, located in the Javits Center behind me. In 1964, Ford revealed the brand new Mustang at the World's Fair. They even performed the amazing task of placing a convertible on top of the Empire State Building. This involved cutting the Mustang up into pieces to fit in the elevator and then reassembling at the top. With 2014 marking the 50th anniversary of the Mustang, you can expect something special from Ford. Yet again, they will be placing a convertible on top of the Empire State Building. Also, the 2015 Special Edition Mustang has been released, and we're going to show you some of the highlights from today.
All this week, we're celebrating the Ford Mustang, the heart and soul of the Ford brand, with events in Charlotte, North Carolina, Las Vegas, Dearborn, Beijing, Toronto, Dubai, and Melbourne. In fact, Alan Mulally and Jim Farley are in China and making Mustang and other news at this week's auto show in Beijing. And we're here in New York, where it all began. As I just mentioned a few minutes ago in my opening keynote, the original Mustang was introduced to an audience of thousands at the 1964 World's Fair in Flushing Meadows, and to millions through television and international press events. Today, we all know Mustang so well, it may be hard to imagine what a very new idea this car represented at that time. It was a true white space vehicle, a great-looking two-door hardtop or convertible with the flair of a European sports car, and possibly the longest list of options ever offered on any car, and a package easily worth $3,000, all for a surprisingly low starting price of just $2,300 and change. People knew they wanted a Mustang even before the wraps came off it. Letters poured in from high schoolers exclaiming that Mustang was better than Elvis and the Beatles, and from adults who were ready to order it sight unseen. So what does it take for a car to create excitement like that? Well, of course, great looks aside, Mustang happened to fit right in with the rising tide of optimism that was taking hold in the 1960s, promising new horizons of possibility and freedom. As we said at the introduction, we don't claim that this car can be all things to all people, but we do believe Mustang will be more things to more people than any other automobile on the road. Mustang's earliest advertising built on that theme of almost infinite versatility. It was a car that appealed to people everywhere, to women, to families, and yes, it was also a race-ready sports car. Mustang truly was, and still is, a lot of different things to a lot of different people. And over the last 50 years, the passion has never faded. Mustang has literally become a cultural icon. It inspired rock songs and is racking up more than 3,000 TV and movie credits. It's one of our best recognized and most highly regarded products with almost universal familiarity and hugely favorable opinion. And we've sold more than 9 million of them to date and won more than 6 million Facebook fans, with actually more than 1 million of them coming from Europe. Which shows that while Mustang might have always been available to the world, it has always belonged to the world. For fans all over the globe, Mustang embodies all that is special and unique about Ford vehicles: the passion, the performance, and true driving quality that is accessible to many and not just a few. It's a symbol of freedom and optimism, a way to escape the everyday and experience the thrill of the road. And now, with the One Ford plan driving the globalization of our business, we can offer the Mustang to all markets around the world. And I have to tell you, we can't wait to bring it to Europe and Asia next year. But today, we want to celebrate the world's enduring fascination with Mustang over the first 50 years. Our celebration began earlier this morning at the Empire State Building, where we relived one of Mustang's greatest moments. In 1965, Ford took the opportunity to display our new iconic car on the 86th floor observation deck of the world's most iconic building, the Empire State Building. No crane can reach those heights, so a team of Ford engineers performed a feat of technical artistry, precisely cutting apart the new Mustang so it could fit like puzzle pieces into the elevators, crated up, and then reassembled back on the observation deck. And this morning, our engineers reenacted the feat, but this time with a significantly larger car, the all-new Mustang Convertible, and under the pressure of a 6-hour time crunch. And as you can see, we pulled it off and lifted our 50-year celebration to historic heights. And Bill Ford was there to unveil the perfectly reassembled Mustang Convertible. And this is just the first of many iconic landmarks that Mustang will be visiting as it makes its way around the world. In fact, its first stop in Europe will be at the UEFA Champions League final in Lisbon, where European customers will have the first chance to pre-order a new Mustang. So now it's time to mark this milestone in yet another way, with the introduction of a very special Mustang model that will be available only in limited numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ford Mustang 50-year limited edition.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bill Ford.
I've been waiting for this day for a long time. I'm so excited you're all here and here to share the Mustang 50-year limited edition with us. My very first car was a Mustang, a 1975 painted in an electric green show color. And like so many others who've owned Mustangs, I fell in love then and I never looked back. And Mustang is my all-time favorite car. It's the look, the unbelievable sound, the fun and the freedom of the open road, and the fact that you don't have to spend a fortune to enjoy all that. You simply cannot have more fun in a car than you can have in a Mustang. And now, with our all-new Mustang, we get to share that feeling with the whole world. Fans around the world have been asking for Mustang for a long time, and they're getting a great one. As we were thinking about how to mark the 50-year anniversary of a car that means so much to so many people around the globe, it became clear that we had to make this Mustang special. And this car is the result. This 50-year limited edition tips its hat to the cars and the people who started it all. It embodies all the emotion of the 64 and 65 cars in a modern execution. We started with the best Mustang we build, a GT with a performance package, a fantastic driver's car. And the only things you need to choose in this car are manual or automatic transmission and one of two colors, the original Wimbledon white or Kona blue. Now, Wimbledon white isn't the only exclusive that the Mustang faithful will recognize on this car. We also have the Pony and Corral badge that was introduced on the original car. And actually, that defined the face of the Mustang. And it's back for another spin on this model only. The back end also wears a signature badge. The original Mustang wore a lot of chrome, and we're interpreting that in a modern way with enhancements that no other Mustang will have. Most notably, the chrome detailing around the tail lamps, which is inspired by the 1962 original design proposal. The unique louvered quarter glass is another vintage touch, harkening back to the 65 Fastback. And the interior also pays homage to the Mustang heritage. in celebration of Mustang's birth year, just 1,964 units of the 50-year limited edition will be built. It's an extremely limited edition for our most die-hard enthusiasts, so we expect it to be highly collectible. But we hope that those who do collect it will drive it, because that's what Mustang is all about. This car is important to me, to my family, and to everyone at Ford. The Mustang is a symbol of where Ford has been, and it's a vision of where we're going. And it really represents who we are as a company. So as a final touch, I'm putting my signature on it, which will appear on a numbered ID badge unique to each car. The Mustang 50-year limited edition goes on sale this fall, but you don't have to wait that long for a closer look. Please come forward and join us, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Thank you so much.